Hello. Hey, girl, hey. Oh, we've got some feedback. Oh, there we go.
Is it on my end?
Nope. I think we're good. I think we're good. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Whoops. Let me lower my. There we go. I want to see. Hey, I want to see if we can see these comments. I believe we can. If I could get somebody to comment in here, that would be fantastic. How are we doing today? Let's see. Hello. I want to. Whoa, girl. You're giving me feedback. Lower your volume.
I totally am.
If I could get somebody to comment in here. All right. So I am going to. I have my Facebook up over here. And Chad says hello. Job Porco says hello. And so, yeah. So, I need this lighting better. Hold on. Oh, there we go.
I've tried really hard for the lighting on my end. It is too bright in here.
Well, I mean, here's the thing is, Ken, we are doing fantastic. We are doing fantastic as everybody's seeing. Give us a bunch of hearts, loves, all that good honky stuff, honky-dory stuff that we could sit there and we could talk and we know that we're being seen. You could give us a bunch of love, a lot of likes, a lot of things. I need to finish doing my lips, girl. And I don't have any nails on. I'm just letting you know this. I have absolutely no nails.
So this is the famous Beyonce bear without nails.
Exactly. Without nails. Without nails. The social distancing.
From a very far distance.
A very, 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 very far distance. Oh, girl, I've never done this in a reverse camera. I've never done this in a reverse camera. This is fun. This
makes perfect.
So how are you doing over there with your social distancing?
Trying to keep clean as best as I can. Washing everything. Scrubbing everything.
Listen, if we could just talk about washing everything. It's not a hairdresser. Okay? You know this. And the amount of soap and water and everything like that in 19 years that I've been a hairdresser, my hands have never seen this much cleaners, this much of anything. So Jim says Mask-4-Mask. Yes, mama. Mask-4-Mask. Yes. Mask-4-Mask. Yes. I look, oops, she got a little something in her hair. But like seriously, this whole washing my hands, like every single time I blink, I'm done. My hands are so cracked.
Oh, well, so let me tell you, so from a nurse's little trick, because we wash, remember, nurses, whenever they walk into a room, they always have to wash their hands every single time they come out.
Right.
Every single time for 12-hour shifts. So soap and water, even alcohol rubs, they don't become your friend after a time because your hands start to crack. My little trick is I love Aveeno. Aveeno has a lotion, and it kind of sticks onto you a good 6 to 12 hours, and it really does heal nicely your hands from being too.
Aveeno's cute. Aveeno, I'm here for Aveeno. I'm here for Aveeno. They are the closest to natural. I like to use like natural like conditioners. There's a company I used to work for, so their conditioners are actually natural essential oils and stuff like that. So, which I always have over here next to me. But yeah,
so going in the other direction, away from naturals, because I love me some science. My favorite chemical is dimethicone.
Okay, so you want to see what knowledge I got, sis?
Bring it, girl.
Okay, so dimethicone is actually it's like a car. So it actually takes the product and actually, because everybody thinks dimethicone is just sitting there and it's like coating and it's like silicone wax over. No, dimethicone is actually sand-based that they cook down from sand, and they make it into a natural silicone that actually is a delivery system of moisture into the skin.
Bingo.
Hello.
Yeah, so that delivery system works really well.
Hello.
So we just need a good something else with it, right? And then you can have it delivered to your skin.
You do. You definitely do.
Yeah.
And I just have to give a quick little shout out to my girl, my sis, my everything. She's doing these cute little like costumey things to Horace Adonis. Yes, I was like, I needed me a bear gig. She whipped this up. Look, she even made these handmade.
Oh, wow.
Baked them and then sewed them onto here and made my little bow tie and my ears.
Way to go, Horace. Talk about some talent.
Hello. Who is Beyonce if she's not a bear, honey? Who is? Can we get some love of that? Who is a Beyonce without being a bear? Give me some hearts. I want some loves. I want some kisses. I want some likes. I want some loves. No, I don't even want likes. I want hearts. I want lots and lots of hearts. I want lots and lots of hearts for Horace giving this amazing, stunning
hand-stitched.
Like, look at this.
That's the part that has me going crazy. Hand-stitched. Wow.
Look at this. And the ears. And the bow tie. And he even gave me a little thing for the booty, a little tail for the booty, but I'm sitting down. So I don't need to do that. But yeah, so all right. So I'm gonna take these off though, because I need to be able to work without them. So hello, Matt. Hello, Angie. Hello, Christopher. Aubrey Howell's up in the house. Do you know who Aubrey is, Aaron?
Don't. Who is Aubrey?
Oh, Aubrey Howell lives down in the St. Petersburg, Tampa area. Okay, and she a cutie, but she does the whole, like, I don't work that much. But bitch, every single picture on her Instagram, every single picture that in her thing is her flexing, her at the beach with her chest all out and her and stuff like that. I love me some Aubrey Howell. And then we have Matt Nelson. What's up? What's up, sis? What's up, bruh? Yeah, come on now. Tyrone Hamilton. Do you know who Tyrone Hamilton is?
No, you're introducing me to a whole lot of people today.
Okay, so listen, Tyrone is recently a married lady, I think a year. I think his anniversary is coming, or 2 years. Tyrone, when did you and your husband get married? I think it was a year or two ago, something like that. I know Carlos. So Carlos, Billy Joe, and Ty are the mean girls of Orlando. Or at least, they're not really the mean girls, but people call them the mean girls because the three of them used to walk around and that's all you could see was the three of them. So.
Wow. Well, every city has its own mean girls. That's
correct. Sure. April 22nd, 2018. Look at that. I wasn't even invited to the wedding and I still know when her anniversary is. Oh, that was some shade. Wasn't even invited. But I still know when her anniversary is. I knew it's coming up. I was like, it's been 2 years, 3 years, something like that, a year or two. Oh, just saying, Ty. Who else do we have up in here? We have Ricky Love, Miss Vivian Love. If you've ever been to the Sawmill, back in the day, Miss Vivian Love used to perform there. We have Paul Cole II, who is a DJ out of England. I believe so. I think I'm correct. Paul, if you're still in the room, we have Jim Stockstill, who is from Georgia. He's a handsome man. He's a handsome. You missed the reception too, Bloop girl, because I was on vacation for my birthday. I would have gotten an invitation earlier. Hello. Bella Summers is in the house. Let's give Bella some love. Hello, Miss Bella Summers. We love her. She's stunning. She's gorgeous. She's everything. She's kind of like Aja or Valentina. I bet you she's done those types, right? Blake Anger's in the house. He is a fellow stylist down in Orlando who is currently out of work, just like I am. Wendy Bateman, a esthetician, skincare specialist, has a lot of knowledge behind that. Bella Summers lives through me, Daddy. Yes, I'm a daddy and a mommy all at once. Woof. Let's see who else. We've got a bunch of people. Can we get some love? Can we get some love? Because I'm about to tell you, we've got Joshua Driscoll up here, Miss Holly Berry, a bearded queen from Ohio. We ran for a system last year, which is coming up on. Oh, I don't know what that was. I just got some feedbacks. Let's get lots of loves and kisses. Jaden Rivera, who is all the way from Chicago. Corey Weiss, based here in Orlando. Roger King. Roger King is now in St. Petersburg. Which, how do I remember this stuff? I have no clue. Scott Schumer, no clue where the hell you're from. But let's do a bunch of hugs, lots of kisses, lots of everything. Joshua Orsini Collins of College Creative, based out of Orlando, who's the husband to Twyla Holiday, which you can always watch bingos and all that other stuff. And you guys actually just sponsored the Twyla Holiday digital bingo, correct?
Yes, lots of good giveaways. Hopefully we can give some more stuff away today.
Yeah, and you guys are sponsoring the National Beard. That ain't me. Somebody got.
Oh man, life is real. Phone calls come in all the time.
Your beard is full of secrets. That's how you know. Yes, Chad, my beard is full of secrets. Trust. If this could speak, bitch, there'd be a lot of people in trouble. But yeah, so we have a lot to go over. Mask-4-Mask, COVID protection. So tell me, like, girl, I trust you, because if nobody knows who Eric is, Eric Suarez is the APRN FNP-BC AAHIV-M. I have no clue. I just know
we call that alphabet soup. Lots of alphabet soup.
Basically, he's a pubic hair away from being a doctor, essentially. Right?
One pubic hair away.
What?
One pubic hair.
One pubic hair, exactly. We've got Kirsten Squibb up in the hizzy. Hello, Kirsten. But no, so tell us, what is this friggin' thing that's going around that's causing this pandemic? I mean, we know what it is. But what are, some of the things that we should literally be what's its name?
So COVID-19, this is the thing that everyone is talking about right now, because it is huge. This is actually going to change the world we live in a lot of different ways. So it is a unique virus, right? It is completely new and different in every single way. However, we shouldn't be afraid of that, because there's actually a lot of similarities to things that we've seen before. So here's a picture of COVID-19, and this is what it actually looks like. As you can see, it's from the CDC, the picture, right? So there's another picture actually that has other viruses and bacterias. Let's see if we can pull that up on screen here. Yep, so you guys can see.
Up.
Huh?
She's pulled up.
All right, give me 1 second here.
Boom.
Wow, there you go. Got it.
Yep.
That one.
So I'm seeing everything before you are, because I'm in control, because I got the power.
Yes, you do.
Come on now. But no. Hey, Raven Elizabeth, all the way from New York, honey. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are keeping your sanity. And Raven is an amazing stylist up there as well. And honestly, I hope that the way that has been affected. But okay, so these are other things that we are looking at.
Yeah, so other viruses. So you can see that from the picture before to the picture now, right? That looks a lot like HIV. It looks a lot like influenza and hepatitis B. Mm-hmm. A lot of these viruses are things that we already have, not cures, but treatments for, ways of managing them and suppressing them. So we already have a nice and deep well of knowledge on how to control things that are similar in some ways. Okay. So COVID in a lot of ways looks physically like HIV, and it also behaves a lot like influenza. So
mutation.
A little bit of both, actually, right there.
Oh yeah. So really quick, as I pour my cocktail before I forget, I want everybody to know that we're going to be doing some giveaways up in here at the end. So it is your benefit to stay in here. We've got some cute little giveaways that we're going to be giving away. So make sure that you are in here till the end because it is a Q&A for the giveaways. Okay. So yes. So let's give some hellos to Jessica Hopperton, Walter DeFord, John Jackson, Daniel Cruz, and Matt GJ Loverboy Nelson is releasing his first Blackout album on June 1st. Hello, Josh Ryan.
Welcome, Joshy.
Yes, we did that photo shoot. I'm not going to tell you what he and I did. No, actually, I'm a married woman. But okay, so we've seen this before. We've seen HIV virus, we've seen influenza virus, and basically COVID is a mutation of the two. And so
remember, it's its own thing altogether. It's completely its own thing, but it looks and behaves a lot like things we've seen before. Okay.
So why if and no, I have no nails on bitches, so don't clock me, but I do have the glitter drink, so there you go. So why if we have seen these types of things before, why isn't there a cure? Or like, why isn't there a vaccine already? Like, why can't they just be like, okay, we did this and we did this, boom, damn, we're done. You know what I mean?
Right. So vaccines in the past were very specific to one particular virus at a time. So that's why you have so many different vaccines. And actually, it's kind of funny because you actually targeted a piece of information or stumbled onto a piece of information that you may have not known. The new way of doing vaccines that is currently being researched by, I believe it's the Bill Gates Foundation, actually targets different ways of doing vaccines. So it's not about vaccinating against one particular virus. It's about vaccinating about different components of different viruses. So you have this overwhelming large way of your immune system defeating different strains and kinds of things.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's a completely new world in vaccines that has not
happened and came together.
It's still in research right now, yeah.
Hello, Miss Yolanda Campbell. Miss Yolanda Marchbanks Campbell. She is actually a dear friend of mine. She is part of my family. I've known her for 20 years. She is a physical therapist assistant, and she is still working and like is having to mask up and all of that other stuff. And you know, she sat there and she was just like, girl, this is scary. She's like, because people are, you know, not knowing that they're sick. Like Eric, like you being in a APRN, like tell me like what is really quick before I have you tell me like some of the symptoms and stuff like that. Can everybody give me a bunch of hearts and stuff like that for all of our frontliners? Everybody that is in the medical industry.
Yes.
That is in
hospitals right now. Lots of hearts for them.
Department. Like I want a bunch of hearts and give loves and shouts to them. You know, it is extremely important that we support all of our head frontliners in this pandemic. It is extremely important. Let's just give them a bunch of love. Bunch of hearts. Wendy Bateman's husband is part of the sheriff's department. Like I said, my friend Yolanda is PTA that is still going and doing outpatient to patients, and also on inpatient too. You are still seeing patients in the office. You know, I know that Crew Health is
crewhealth.org.
Yeah, crewhealth.org. You can do teleservices if you're nervous to go into the office, though, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, a big, huge shout out to so many people. You know, me as a hairdresser, I see a lot of people in the salon and a lot of my clients are in the medical industry. So, like, that had me afraid. Like, I was sitting there giving, like, in between every single client, spraying everything down because I didn't know. And, you know, I asked the questions, are you sick? Do you have a fever? Da, 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 da. But then I heard this whole asymptomatic thing. So tell me, like, what are things you should be looking out for? And then people that don't know that they're sick, what they should be looking out for.
Yeah, so that's actually something that people don't realize. Everyone talks about, oh, let's stay home for 14 days. Why is there 14 days? And this is actually the incubation period. Incubation period for most, if not all viruses, pretty much almost all viruses, will actually, you know, go a period where you are sick, but your body's not reacting. You have no symptoms, no signs of it being sick at all. So you think you're fine. During that time is when you're most infectious. And in fact, we oftentimes relate this to HIV. Like, who are you going to get HIV from these days, right? If you were going to have sexual contact with someone, HIV is most transmitted to people that think that they're HIV negative, right? They think they're negative. They think that they're not sick. They feel healthy. And but in all reality, they're carried. And that's what it is.
So, and like that's not taking away from COVID or anything like that for what we're discussing today, but like that's one reason why it's if you are sexually active, if now, okay, I'm going to say something. I want you to correct me if I'm wrong.
Go for it.
So I am in a monogamous relationship. We both know that we are 100% monogamous. We are not on preventative medications. We 100% know. Now, granted, yes, there is the ability for step out. Like if I stepped out on him or he stepped out on me, it could happen, right? People can cheat on each other. It's hate the cheater, not the game, or whatever. Hate the game, not the player, I think is what they say. But anyway, but I already told him. I said, Daniel, listen. I said, if you ever step out on me, just tell me, because here's the thing. If you give me something I can't get rid of, or if you make my name look like a fool, and I'm sitting here being like, oh, I'm monogamous, and somebody's like, bitch, I just fucked him last night, I will kill you. Because, like, literally, like, if I'm going to die, I'm going to kill you anyways. So you're coming with. So it's just better if you want to live. Just if you cheat on me, tell me. But anyways, but if you're sexually promiscuous or sexually active or sexually open or whatever, my ear's falling out. Descovy. Descovy is the new PrEP, right?
Right. Descovy's PrEP 2.0. That is, yeah.
Yeah, so you definitely want to reach out to Crew Health, who is the #1 Central Florida provider for PrEP, Descovy, and the Hizzy.
And Truvada, yeah.
Oh, and Truvada? Okay, I didn't know if that was...
Yeah, so Descovy's for boys, Truvada's for girls, and we use a lot of it to protect a lot of people in Orlando. It's kind of funny how you talked about Dan stepping out, right? Poor Dan is being used as an example in this particular situation. Right. But there's a lot of people that do come to us who are like, look, I know I'm going to be promiscuous. My partner doesn't know it. The wife at home doesn't know it. So they come to us actually to get on PrEP so they don't bring HIV home to their significant others. The interesting part is that Crew Health, one of the things we joke about is like the people that don't realize is that we're not just preventing them from getting HIV, we're actually protecting other people from getting it as well.
So, okay, so we know how we can use a preventative for HIV and preventative of that. What is the preventatives of this, of COVID? Like, what can protect us from COVID?
Okay, so what protects us from COVID are the old-fashioned ways of doing things, right? So hand washing, wearing a mask. Right now, the CDC is recommending that we wear a cloth all around. So any cloth will do. So old T-shirt, I would just like essentially...
Whoops.
Oh, no, this is bad. This is bad.
So that's because of the droplets?
Yeah. So in the beginning, we didn't know how it was. Remember, a lot of this information is all new stuff. So we thought it was airborne. So airborne precaution was something that we thought we needed the N95 respirator. But the reality is that we've come to discover that now it's droplet. And droplet precaution is what we really need. So droplet precaution is the thing that we're using, and that's why any cloth will do, and any kind of like surgical masks will do as well.
So we're looking at like the green is a surgical mask and the white is an N95, correct?
Correct.
So basically, the difference of those is one sits flush to the body and one doesn't.
Well, there's more differences to that. It does sit flush. There's actually a metal piece around the nose bridge that actually locks into place. For the N95, you do need to be fitted for it. You cannot have a beard because the beard essentially will interrupt and allow air to pass through. The other thing is that the actual material of the mask has is essentially a large filtration system. So
I had this made.
That's actually a very good kind of surgical mask.
I mean, I can't put. I mean, if y'all want me to snatch my wig off, I will. But it sits like this. Joshua Collins of Collins Creative made me 4 of these in different prints.
Joshua's awesome.
I do know of a few people online. London Demore, which is one of the contestants for National Bearded Empress. Kevin Tyrell, Kevin Tyrell. I think it's Kevin Tyrell in Tampa. He's actually a designer who's designing them. We have, and London Demore is based out of New Orleans, which is one of the hot spots. and he actually donated he donated, like literally, like did not charge, donated a bunch of them to the Cancer Kids Hospital.
Yeah.
My heart bled right there. I was just like, oh my God. Like I was just like, oh my God. And then Silas Alfano, who is an amazing designer, he's sewn for like Moulin Rouge on Broadway. He's made Honey Davenport's outfit in New York. So, and he is, he's in Manhattan. So he's, whatever. So let's give a huge round of applause, a bunch of hearts to all of these amazing designers that are designing and that are making protection for us, for other people out there to give, huge protection, like a bunch of hearts for these designers that are even out there that I have not mentioned, because there are a ton out there. Bunch of hearts, because they are just like the forefront of in the medical, fire, EMT, police. They are the ones that are now being like, you want to know what? I've got a skill. Let me give this over to them. So masks. So a mask. So basically, if I go to Publix or a grocery store or even to the gas station, I should wear a mask.
Yes. So let's talk about masks a little bit more, because people don't realize on how to use them correctly. If you're at home inside your house, you do not need a mask. If you're driving inside your car by yourself or with people that you live with, you do not need a mask.
Wait a minute.
Walking around the wonderful, great outdoors that we have here in Central Florida, you do not need a mask.
Now,
if you come into contact within 6 feet of someone you do not live with, you do need a mask.
So Eric, you're saying you don't need a surgical mask or a mask to protect it, but if you're into masks for kink, you can wear them, right?
Well, if you're masked for kink, then I would tell you to wear it all the time.
I mean, mama, honey, I got a pump mask. I got a pump mask over there with a ponytail. I got a little thing that's got like a little nurse's thing on it that goes over the eyes and the mouth I could take you into the bedroom and show you my.
Oh, now we're talking about a different show, aren't we?
That's a whole different topic. Let's give a shout out to a couple people in the room. Brett Tyrell, JL Riviera. Oh. Hey.
Andy.
Gregorio Feliciano, Tampa. Sasha Blake Weston. Sasha, bravo on your sobriety, sis. Girl, I'm sorry. I'm not.
Hi, Ken.
But yes. Donnie Renzo, Ken. Israel Garcia and his husband with that beautiful little baby that they have. They're so cute. They're out of Tampa. Rose Nicole Nancy. Oh, sis, honey, mama. This girl right here, she's going to be a subject. She's going to be one that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about hooking up in a second. Rose Nicole Nancy over here. That's the girl right there, honey. I love me some Rosie. Love me some Rosie.
Hey, talk about hooking up. You know this. Gloves are definitely on part of this.
So my roommate needs attention, and he tried talking to me during this while he walked by. Yeah. He needed attention.
I did.
Girl, she's here till July 1st. She leaves the fuck out. So, just saying. Beth Wheatley's in the house. Beth Wheatley, girl, she is. Listen, we did this on Instagram already, and I was drinking a cocktail, and now we're drinking a cocktail. She's getting pussy. Beth Wheatley is in the house. Her and her husband, Justine Renee, they are Netflix Emmy nominated.
Oh, wow.
Producers on Madison Avenue. Oh, God. They're also one of the sponsors of doing our video and photography for the National Bearded Empress pageant, whenever that decides to happen. Whenever COVID decides to let us have this fucking pageant. But so, all right. So let's give a round of applause and hearts for all of these people that just entered into the room. We love all of them, every single one of them. So masks. So you were saying masks, cloth masks, N95s, surgicals. Basically, if you leave your house, put it on.
Yeah, if you leave your house, put it on. Same thing with gloves. If you leave your house, definitely you want to put them on. But also, you got to be careful with gloves. Remember, you're talking about trying to not cross-contaminate. So gloves, you want to use it when you go into the grocery store and then take them off as you leave the grocery store, right? You don't want to bring home anything that from the grocery store. Also with gloves, don't scratch your face or your nose or your mouth or your eye with the gloves on that you've used to touch everything. So there's some common do's and don'ts definitely from gloves. Gloves are definitely like condoms. They do not like the heat. They do not like to be left in the car or in your wallet or in your pocket. So treat them nice with some care, and they'll take care of you.
So no glove, no love.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, so let's pretend this is my glove, right? That I'm going into the store with. And let's pretend I'm in the grocery picking up my Tito's. Okay.
Picking up your Tito's with your new fashionable
with my new fashionable mask. Okay. Right. So I'm in the grocery store right now.
Oh,
and I have my glove. And I have my mask. And I'm wanting to get my cocktail. I'm wanting to get my cocktail out. I'm wanting to get my Tito's. And I go like this, right? Girl, these are still lubed, and I can't pick. She's sliding. Honey, she's sliding.
The best part is your mask looks like a jock strap.
Bitch, I saw a video. Oh, this is going to escort you out. I saw a video where somebody made a jockstrap into a mask. It was everything. They put it over their face upside down, and then they took the straps and they pulled it behind their head, and then they took the main strap and pulled it onto their forehead. I was like, give it to me. So I pick this up. I come home. I take my mask off first, or do I take the glove off first?
Good. It's mask off first. Mask first.
Mask first. Then I take my gloves. Mm-hmm. Remember, wrap it or don't tap it, or no prep. And then I don't have a right for that.
Well, I think Ken gave us prep it or
something. Forget it. Prep it and forget it.
Prep it and forget it.
Or forget it. That's a good one, right?
There you go. Prep it and forget it. It's the old set it and forget it.
So here's my question. So now what do I do with this?
Do with what? Your Tito's?
Do I have to clean this?
No, you don't actually. So that's one of the interesting parts. The CDC actually on their website have actually said that they're not worried about cross food contamination in any way. So the food that you bring home, the packaging thing, while COVID can live on these surfaces, the likelihood of it happening and contaminating in any way is not very
safe to do that.
What was that?
She's safe to do it just like this then?
Exactly.
Okay.
Definitely.
She's feeling her gig right now.
Tito's vodka. Well, not Tito's in particular, but I think other forms of alcohol. It's been discovered that 70% of alcohol can actually kill COVID-19. So that's definitely another way of sanitizing either on the outside or the inside. However you decide to eat.
Tito's is only 40%.
I know, so we have to find something else. Someone once recommended Everclear as an option, but
Everclear. What about sharing food, utensils, plastic, or metal?
So, actually, interesting. Let me pull this up here. So, I actually verified a chart from Business Insider. So it says that it can live on paper or tissue for 3 hours, a copper penny for 4 hours, cloth for 2 days.
So can I stop you right there?
For 4 days.
Can I stop you right there really quick?
Yeah.
So I'm going to suggest this because even though I don't have APRN after my name, that if you're using a cloth mask, that you have several of them and wash them.
Absolutely.
And this is where the social distancing comes important, because if you leave your house, go to the grocery store and come home, you take that cloth mask off, you throw it into the washing machine, and then you're home. I mean, granted, you could go stand on your deck, do some like a Vita. You could be like, "Don't cry for me," wherever city you live in, something like that. And then you could throw this in the dryer or let it air dry. and then it's clean because it's had that washing, like when we wash our hands. But what about disinfectants? You know, like this. Should I use this when I, like, yes, washing our hands are important, right? Because this friction is what's creating the heat and the breakdown with the soaps and the bubbles. 20 seconds, correct, Eric?
Correct. So we want 20 seconds. We can even have Alexa help us out with a song.
Hey, Alexa, sing to me for 20 seconds a hand washing song.
Okay, here we go. Wash your hands, everybody. Everybody, wash your hands. So here's a song. Sing along. Tell germs no. Grab the soap. Make soap bubbles on the double. Halfway there, give a mean stare to all the germs. Make them squirm. Say goodbye. Don't be shy. Rub a dub. Give a good scrub. Suds aplenty. Now you're at 20.
Okay. That was longer than I thought.
Yeah, it's longer every time we do it.
That was longer than I thought. Bro, my hands, they smell clean. They smell clean. So, yeah. So, okay, so.
Oh, so by the way, I see a comment here from Wendy Bateman.
Yes.
Wendy Bateman. So stay drunk and we will survive this. I definitely do not recommend that. Although
but I do.
I do see people drinking more.
But I do. Listen, this is the first cocktail that I've had. My birthday, April 5th, I had 2 mimosas. That was it. And a mimosa, that's just like an orange juice with a little kick. Excuse me, I have sinus issues with allergies. That was not the COVID. Excuse me, I swear.
Talking about allergies, this is a really unfortunate time. So let's talk about symptoms.
Okay.
So COVID, we have fever and shortness of breath. Those are 2 key components of COVID. Unfortunately, this is also allergy season. So if you have mucus or a cough because of allergies, that's a completely different story. So don't freak out just because you're coughing, right? That's not shortness of breath. It could very well be allergies. I would encourage you to try a Zyrtec first before you go running thinking it's COVID.
Yeah, like I never take my allergy pills because I'm allergic to Florida. Like literally when I moved here, the doctor was like, "Why the fuck are you here?" And I was like, "Well, I was 13. I was with my mom." And she was like, "Because, you know, work." And he was like, "Your son is literally allergic to Florida." I did the whole prick test thing. Every tree, every dust, every spring.
Oh, wow.
I mean, everything. Well, when this whole thing kicked off, bitch, you know I went to the grocery store and I picked me up some allergy medicines because I was like, I do not want them coming, snatching me out of my house, throwing me in a white van, like E.T. and shit, to do some friggin' diagnoses on me. She is feeling her, girl, it's getting warm in here. She's getting warm. She's good. Okay. Yeah. So, this is gonna turn into a whole nother show, Eric. I'm just like,
it's about to turn into a whole other show right now.
Oh God. Okay. Oh, that cocktail's got me going. All right. So who else is into the room? Thomas.
Who do we got?
Athen Jr., Michelle Bone Woods, the owner of the National Bearded Empress, is up in the hizzy.
Hello.
Yes. And you want to? I've got to give a huge shout out.
JoJo Clark.
Who?
JoJo Clark is in the room too.
Oh, JoJo Clark. She's been in the room, honey. She's been sitting there, like she's been sitting in the background watching, so that she's notes so she can read me later because I read her all the time. Especially like that one time that her and I met on the trails at Sawmill.
I love those trails. It's such a good hiking experience.
That was when I was a single lady.
So I think one of the things that we should definitely enjoy during this time of quarantine is the freedom of the natural outdoors away from other people.
So I agree. Like Dan had said to me yesterday, he was like, I want to go camping. I was like, oh my God, that would be amazing. And like, what are your feelings on it? Like, I mean, obviously go camping, but not go camping. And I'm not saying that like any gay resort is bad right now, but like, should you be going camping at a place like that? Or should you be going camping, like pulling off like some Brokeback Mountain and heading out to the woods?
So most resorts and camping like national parks are probably closed. So we are talking about if you do go camping right now and to enjoy the outdoors and have some social isolation, we're talking about some Brokeback Mountain isolationism, middle of nowhere kind of deal.
I want to play Jake Gyllenhaal.
I love some Jake Gyllenhaal. He was like my teenage crush.
Girl, I want to play his. Wait, he was the one that got out of the butt, right? Yeah. So I want to play Heath Ledger, but when he was alive.
Oh my God.
Just don't want to be the top over camping. Anyways, okay, girl, this is going a whole other way. This is what happens when you put alcohol in me. Can we get a bunch of hearts for people that have had cocktails over the past 7 days?
Yes.
Cocktails.
I'm curious to know what
Hearts.
favorite cocktail is.
Chadwick just gasped. Hearts to anybody who has had alcohol within the past 7 days. Hearts, hearts, hearts. I'm giving myself a bunch of hearts on this.
I was about to say lots of hearts in here.
Because I'm having those cocktails right now, honey, mama. Yes, everything. Yes, all the national parks are, as well as state and county. Oh, all of them are closed. So, bitch, listen. I live in Lake County, so I'll just drive up to I think 435, which goes to Alexander Springs, and that's where the Rainbow people live. And I'll just go out there and I'll be like, "Hey, y'all, I just want to be here for like a day or two. Do you mind?" And just like crash their party. Hello. All right, so we need to get back on subject.
Yeah.
Because listen,
we went
camping. I had Adderall before we popped up in here, and then I'm drunk. So I'm having conflicting talks in my life right now.
So let's talk about conflicting talks. There's a lot of talk online, right? So we see that on the news, like who do we trust, what information? Forget about the politicians. You don't want to listen to the politicians right now. I think the best sources are actual sources of science. So Dr. Fauci, we have Dr. Emmanuel from the World Health Organization. Those are definitely the people that you want to listen to at this point.
Hey, Kyle Wester. Hey, honey. Amos, I thought same for science. Thomas out. I think Junior. Amen. Yes, I thought same for hikes. Yes, ma'am. Hikes. So here's my thing, Eric. So Dr. Fauci, I live for him because, girl, listen. I am not a red fan. I'm a blue fan, just the FYI, okay? And just because a certain somebody is not on the ballot now does not mean that I'm not going to go vote. So, A, get your asses out there and vote. Registervote.org. Hello. Let's just say don't sit at home and be like, oh, no. Vote, honey. Vote blue if you want life to change correctly. But, where was I going? There we go. Dr. Fauci. He is amazing. I love him because he sits there and when somebody is speaking, he's like.
So in the beginning, I noticed Dr. Fauci was kind of playing nice and trying to line up a little bit with what the president was saying. But these days, I think he's gone rogue and he's just like, I'm just going to follow the facts here and go with the facts.
Sis, listen, when she busted out and she was like, no. Here's the thing. Here's the tea. Okay?
Yep.
Yes. I was like, come on, Dr. Fauci. And then I don't know if you saw it. Who's the blonde woman? The blonde woman, she's the scientist.
National Institute of Health, because Dr. Fauci's from the National Institute of Health.
Yeah, so the woman, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So when she was sitting there and she was like, yeah, so I stayed home because I had a fever. And you saw whatchamacallit, the man that represents this country right now, walk to the other side. I was like, oh shit, it's about to go down. And then she said that it was Dr. Briggs. Then she said it was about her GI thing or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. But bitch, the fear on that motherfucker's face, I was like, yes. But let's give a couple shout outs to a couple people. Oh, Amber St. James. I love Amber St. James. California, San Diego. Hello. Gotta love. Mark Crudette.
Chad, yes, it's Dr. Brinks.
Dr. Brinks.
He's actually a specialist in HIV.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Deborah Brinks.
I love her. I love her by FYI. I don't know where she stands, but I love her. Mark Crudette, who is an amazing, he is currently Mr. Roy's Hideaway Cub, and he's also a pup. Stunning person, stunning, amazing. We have Walter Rivera.
Wait, what cub pub? I'm interested. Tell me more.
So Mark Cordette, which is Marcoudriet. His husband is Kyle. I will be marrying them on April 22nd. Is that the 1st or 22nd of 2021 in Georgia? I believe it's either Georgia or South Carolina I'm going to. I can't remember. But yeah, I'll be marrying them because I am an officiant. So yeah, I will be marrying them. But he's a pup. He's the current Mr. Roy's Hideaway Cub. He's a cutie. He's a sweetie. He is actually the first person that sent me a picture with his. Oh, and Kyle Wetter's in here, which is his fiance, soon to be husband.
Husband or husband?
Huh?
Husband?
Husband.
Oh.
Well, I mean, husband, huspup, girl, it's all the same these days. Kyle is Mark's fiance.
Well, it depends on the color you wear that day.
Huh?
It depends on the color you wear that day.
It depends on the color that you wear that day, correct. And then Walter Rivera. Oh, but really quick, but Mark was the first person that sent a picture to me with he was wearing me on his chest. I was like, so who else do we have up in here? We have Walter Rivera. Walter Rivera. Bitch, if you've never met Walter Rivera, honey, you're missing out. That is a Latino with the most. She is down in Fort Myers. She is stunning. She is gorgeous. She is everything. She is a full-figure lady that has hair for the gods. And I was supposed to fucking cut his hair on Friday. And obviously that's not happening. We have Anthony Joseph up in here. Anthony Joseph is the husband to the girl. Her name is Caitlin. Used to be Caitlin Torrance, and now it's Caitlin Joseph because they're married. She's like a little sister to me. But secretly, well, not secretly, because she actually knows this, that if she ever goes missing, it's because I killed her off to steal her husband. That's when Dan and I will open up, because Dan and I both want to hit it. Just saying. Joey Gallagher. Joey Gallagher, she is Empress Lavoie of the National Bearded Empress System. Joey Gallagher, she has a songbird voice that has maybe gone through a little bit of a cold spell and has a little rasp to it. No, just kidding. We gotta love Joey Gallagher. Lindsay Godshell. Lindsay, I don't know where the hell you're from, but I know you, but I don't know where you're from. Who else do we have in here? I need to scroll up. Yeah, that's all it's showing really quick. So let's give a bunch of hearts and loves and kisses to everybody that has joined. If you are still in here from the beginning, or if you've entered now, make sure you stay to the end, because we do have some
giveaways.
Girl, thank you. You're not going to fill in my blanks. We're going to have to ad-lib this shit. Jada Rivera wants to know, what is the realistic time frame when you think that everything will bounce back? I don't think things will be the same after all is said and done. Do you think a lot will change once all of this is over, or are we going to stay the same?
So the reality is, right? So I think Dr. Emmanuel from the World Health Organization kind of already answered that. I think it was today he announced basically that we're talking about an 18-month turnaround. When we talk about going back to the world being the same, we're talking about being able to go to restaurants and travel and concerts and meet with people, like your regular bars and or beauticians and doctors and nurses, and see life go back to normal. So yeah, that we're talking about, we need vaccinations to be widespread at that point. So that's an 18-month turnaround. In the near future, what we can do is we can open up things probably slowly. We can probably get medications on board that can help us to curb and slow things down. And that's probably going to be our best bet right now to try to get back to normal as soon as possible, is the use of medications.
So, that's what I want to say. Like, excuse me. Literally, it's allergies, because I'm like, and I've got post-nasal drip, so I'm coughing because of that. So don't think that it's anything else. But that's where, like, I seriously want to, like, I'm not gonna blow smoke up anybody's ass. Like, I'm concerned financially a tad bit. luckily I live in the middle of nowhere, so my mortgage is dirt cheap. And I'm a frugal bitch, so I do have a little savings. But for those that don't, like, I want everybody to remember that people in the drag industry, in the entertainment industry, your local bars that are LGBTQ plus derived are what's important right now. Because when they do open up, even though in today's day and age, we have the ability to go basically anywhere. We have the ability to go anywhere and feel safe because all venues welcome us now. But we need to go back to our roots because the fact that these people were there before this and they stood by, and they are the ones that are hurting the most. So the drag queens were always the forefront of any revolution, if you want to say, in the LGBTQ plus.
Don't go too far. Stonewall, in the beginning of our LGBT revolution, they were there. That was the beginning.
That is how come I am able to drink this cocktail live right now, wearing bare ears, a wig, and makeup on my face with a beard, because of them that have paved the way. So first, let's give a bunch of hearts, round of applauses to all of those that have paved the way for all of us in the LGBTQ plus community that have made way for things like today, right now, happening. If everybody can give them a bunch of hearts, I would love that. I'm going to do the same thing because I love all of my brothers, sisters, all.
Some of those nurses that are working at the bedside taking care of COVID patients are part of our LGBT community.
Exactly. You know, and there's, I'm going to throw out 3 important names out there. Not saying that nobody is not important, but 3 huge names that stick out in my head within our community here in the Central Florida area. We have Darcel Stevens, who is the MC at Parliament House Orlando. Darcel is one of the biggest names that I see ever come across my screen that sits there and just is fighting for us, okay? Is currently unemployed because Parliament House is closed. Well, the club part is closed. The hotel is still open, I believe, but the club part is closed. And she's a drag MC. Hello, you know. So we have to make sure we go back to support her. We have Catherine Nevitz. Catherine Nevitz, I believe, has a daytime job, but also is a hostess at several bars in Orlando or in the St. Pete, Tampa area. A huge advocate of going out and having everybody vote and making sure that they get out. And I'm not trying to make this political because I know we're supposed to be talking about protection. But
well, that's the best part of protection.
I'm sorry?
Voting is the kind of protection.
Voting is. And then we have Power Infinity. Power Infinity is out of Tampa. DJ, you know, legendary house mother of the Infinities, Club Kid Realness. You know, those 3 names pop out into my head whenever I think about people that are activists. So we need to make sure that when life gets back to normal, that we support our drag entertainers and our bartenders and our DJs and people that allow us to be able to have a safe haven to go to make sure that we still have a place to go to. That's my fear with this, is that, you know, some places might not open back up. You know, I mean, I don't know for sure, but it's very well happened. I mean, in Orlando alone, we have Parliament House, we have Stonewall, we have Southern Nights, we have Southern Nights Dive 46, 56, something like that.
One thing I would like to open up is let's open up those giveaways.
You want to open up giveaways? Okay, let's give it giveaway. Basically, Eric was just telling me to shut the fuck up. Just kidding. So Matt DJ Voice says, thank you. Norris Peguero is watching. JM John is watching. Another question. Do you think that we will soon have a test that will let us know if we have already had COVID in the past?
Well, currently, actually, there's a test that's been developed. It hasn't been mass produced that actually can detect if you've ever had COVID, similar to our syphilis test that we have today. It actually takes 15 minutes. So tests are improving. The problem is that we haven't produced the scale to actually get them out to everyone just yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. See, like, voting is not just a right, it is the right to live and live. That is correct. We have another question here. Do you think that we will soon have a test? Oh, saw that. Also, it is a possible contract of COVID more than once. Is it possible to contract COVID more than once?
So that's the part we don't know. And that's actually kind of the curious question. The majority in Canada, for example, we know that Canada was most affected by SARS, and a large population of the people that passed away in Canada from SARS actually were nurses. The theory is there that they were the ones that were exposed to the same virus, SARS, multiple times and reinfected multiple times while in the process of providing care. So we don't know if COVID is similar in that way, and we're still kind of yeah.
Really? Okay. Okay, let's do some giveaways.
Nice.
Actually, I have a quick question for you.
Sure, go for it.
Essential oils.
Essential oils. So I actually did some research. There are some essential oils that do help with viruses. And this is like legit information from our National Institute of Health, where a lot of our good information comes from. It could be found in the U.S. National Library of Medicine. And we know majoram, clary sage, and anise have antiviral properties. So if you wanted to sprinkle some of those into your 70 proof vodka while you clean your counters, or your hands for that matter, it would be a wonderful idea.
So I have a question for you really quick. So I have this lavender organic hand sanitizer. The active ingredient is ethyl alcohol. It's organic, 62%.
Not enough. The reason it's probably not enough in hand sanitizers is because it won't hold as a gel that way.
Garbage. That bitch lied to me. All right, so I have lavender. I have eucalyptus. I have frankincense. I have double scorpio. Nope, double scorpio is not an essential oil.
Thing.
I have peppermint. Okay, so I grabbed one of the wrong essential oils. It's essential, but it's not an oil. But okay, so basically you were saying anise, you were saying marjoram, and what was the other one?
Majoram, clary sage, and anise. It has antiviral properties.
Okay.
Now, it's not a cure. It has antiviral properties. And the virus that it fights against is actually influenza, which if you remember from our picture in the beginning, it's actually one of the ones that looks very closely like COVID.
COVID, yeah, the influenza does. So we do have a couple questions.
Yep.
Joey Gallagher says, oh, I think I asked my question in the watch party, so it may not have come up. Joey Gallagher, what was the question? Mark is asking, can COVID be transferred by any livestock and or pets?
Again, the novelty problem with COVID is that we don't know. The interesting part is I did see an article in the US, USA Today, that actually a cat tested positive for COVID. So COVID originally transferred from, I believe it was a pig, from animal. It did transfer from animal to human. So that is the initial way that it transferred. How can humans give it back to animals and vice versa? It's actually very hard for viruses to do that, but as you can see, it does happen.
So I watched a CNN report, and they said that it was a tiger in the Bronx Zoo that tested positive for COVID, and the reason why is because feline virus receptors are similar to ours, but canine aren't. Yeah. So all the pups out there are going to be safe, honeys. All the pups out there, y'all are safe. You're good to go. Arf, arf, yes. No, just kidding. We're talking about like puppies and dogs, like the ones. How do I even explain that story? The ones that eat dog food. There we go. But yeah, I was reading. I heard that article and I was like, "Ooh, that's interesting." So basically, everybody just kill your cats. It'll be fine. You don't have to worry about your animals, but just don't kill your dogs. I love dogs. I want to
Love your pet.
Had a lady tell me fish today was our Matthew T. Scott, our dog is coughing, no shit, girl. So Matthew, I was watching that CNN report. I mean, I can't sit here and say like officials, and I don't know if Eric can either, but yeah, so like I was saying that dogs aren't a worry or a bother. It's feline virus receptors are similar to ours, just like apes, but not canine.
Right.
Then,
That's where we are with that. Yeah.
right. And then had a lady tell me fish today. So I was wondering, yeah, say that. I don't understand. Mark, I don't get what you mean. Had a lady tell you it was fish. Okay, Ken Terrell. To make hand sanitizer, you need isopropyl alcohol, known as rubbing alcohol, aloe vera gel, a bowl, a spoon, a funnel, and either a spray bottle or liquid soap container, according to CBS. Girl, until we got to the funnel or spray bottle, all I saw was spoon, and I was like, girl, I think that's the wrong subject we're talking
It
about.
sounds pretty easy. We should all be making this at home.
The first step is pouring 2/3 cup of alcohol and 1/3 cup aloe vera, which will make the sanitizer easier to apply into the bowl and mixing well. Okay, well, thank you. So let's give Ken Terrell a huge round of applause for giving us the instructions on how to make hand sanitizer. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you. Homemade hand sanitizers, making sure that you use your isopropyl alcohol. Kyla Lewandowski, hello. Jenny Garcia of Watermark Magazine is in the house. Hello, Jenny Garcia. Yes. I want to give him a fan force for that. Jenny Garcia. I love me some Danny Garcia. Listen, if I was, and Lacey Browning is in the house of Stonewall. Yes. Hello, Lacey Browning. We love her online Facebook lives of RuPaul's Drag Race. We love it. All right. So we have Joey Gallagher, the Empress Lavoie, to National Bearded Empress, asking, do people who are being treated for HIV at a higher risk during this time? What would be something that could help keep people empowered to know their status and not be afraid to leave their house to get treatment? What might some of their options be?
So luckily today with our HIV medications, a lot of the people who are HIV positive and are under treatment, so the ones that we would see on Growler Grindr that says TASP, treatment as prevention, right? That means that they're undetectable. So their viral load is controlled and their CD4 count and CD8 count should actually be pretty decent. So in other words, they would be no different from any of us. In some ways, we can speculate that they do have an advantage from the general population because their CD4 and CD8 count are being protected. Those are parts of our immune system. So they have a protected immune system in some ways. Now, if we have HIV and we have a low CD4 count, that's a different story. And that means those people have increased risk. So that would be the same person that, for example, has a low immune system because of cancer, right? So there would be an increased risk too.
Really? So TASP, T-A-S-P, that's a treatment as protection?
As prevention.
As prevention. Poor over there, are you listening to this? Just talking to John Porco, my roommate currently.
Oh.
Oh, TASP. If you didn't know that, girl, yes, you don't have to reply because you don't need to be in the video, but I just wanted you to hear that information. Yeah, TASP, treatment as prevention, or what is it? Treatment as prevention.
Yeah, treatment as prevention.
Treatment as prevention.
That means that they're undetectable. They're essentially like you and I, maybe even slightly better in some ways because they have a protected immune system.
So here's my wonders. People that are on like PrEP and Descovy and like Truvada and stuff like that, I wonder if that's going to be like a whole new thing. Like this could actually protect you from COVID because if it's protecting your immune system from a virus, I mean, I'm not saying, but I wonder if it could.
So there is anecdotal evidence about not COVID, but people who have other viruses, like for example, herpes simplex. While using PrEP, they have lower counts of outbreaks. And there's a lot of anecdotal evidence that is showing that it has a multiple benefits other than just protecting from HIV. I know, so some of the patients I do know that are COVID positive and have survived COVID are actually on Biktarvy, which is a heart medication, a highly active antiretroviral. The other one is on Descovy as PrEP. Those are just two people that I know, and I think the intensity and severity could be less, maybe, because it is an antiviral. Will it work? Probably. To what degree, though, does it work? Both of them, it didn't protect them enough to say that they didn't get it, right? Because they did. But
are they on a ventilator?
No, but one of them was on an ICU for 5 days.
Okay.
No ventilator, though.
Okay, but hey, that's a step in the right direction.
It is, because there are other people that might need a ventilator, and if a medication can help us utilize or better spread out the resources we have, that is a way to look at that.
So we have from Brad Athan. What if the vaccine doesn't work as it should? Is there any worry of a re-breakout of the virus?
Say that again?
What if the vaccine doesn't work as it should? Is there any worry of a re-breakout of the virus?
So the vaccines that are currently under trial right now are under trial in a variety of different ways. So I'm not worried about the vaccine not working. In fact, I think that this vaccine will more likely work better than any of the vaccines we've had before. The reason why is that basically the scientists that are working around the world that are actively sharing information in real time on what vaccine they're doing and how, right? So, for example, Johnson & Johnson can be working on a vaccine that only protects you on a certain component of the virus that will knock out the virus. The other one could be working on a component that works with legs of the virus, so the tentacles that sticks onto your cells. And so no one is doing double work, right? No one is doing the same work twice. So we're likely to get a lot of really good outcomes because everyone is sharing information.
So I'm thinking. So this is what I because I feel that this is important for protection.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that everybody needs to realize that when our bans and our lifts happen, when they are lifted, when they are, that does not mean to run out and go back to December 31st, January 1st activities. That does not mean go out and do everything like you did before the ban and before the curfews happen. What that means is now you have the ability to go to the grocery store more, or go to the gas station, or go back to work for those that are able to go back to work. I'm not essential. I'm a hairdresser, so
I don't know. You're going to become very essential soon, actually.
Psychologically, I am essential because hair is the first thing you see when you wake up, and the last thing you see before you go to bed. And it is a huge, huge thing, in the brain of when you are looking in the mirror of how you feel. So, but things like, and I'm not knocking anybody, please do not take that in me as saying you're wrong, saying this is, I'm just saying for your protection, going and doing an orgy, going and doing, somebody just said no glory holes at the spa. Correct. Those are things that we still are needing to make sure that we protect ourselves from, not because of, HIV, herpes, syphilis, and gonorrhea, but because we have a virus that we don't know that much about yet. Mm-hmm. So when I
think we should have some PrEP on board if we're going to do some glory holes.
You should have some PrEP on hole if you're going to do some glory holes. So you want to know why? I'm thinking, Eric, we should do a giveaway really quick.
Oh, okay, cool. What do you think we should give away?
So I think we should give. You were saying something about PrEP earlier, right? Could you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could get somebody on some treatment on the PrEP.
Let's give away some PrEP. Why not?
Okay. So who wants some PrEP, honey? Who wants to be prepped and prepared? I want a bunch of hearts in the air, bunch of hearts in the air. If you want to be prepped and prepared. Yay! Bitch, that was good.
Yeah, that was good, actually.
Okay. Joe Troller's up in the hizzy. Yes! Joe Troller. Yay, he is.
I think as soon as we said that we're going to give away some prep, some people entered the room. That's probably what happened.
Right? Come on, prep. Come on. So we are about to give some prep. So now, I know that there's a 30-second delay, so we are going to actually have to be quiet. So it's about a 20-second delay. So, Kyle Laird, thank you so much. Jaden Rivera says, Wags. Yes, so basically, really quick before we go in, Horace Adonis made this whole entire set for me. These paws, ears, the bow tie, give me a little butt, little tail, but she's not showing up, so I'm about to pull it off. So the giveaway is for, what does this mean really quick? Like, is this like a 1 month prescription? Like what does that mean?
Well, so the visit would be free.
The visit would be free, okay.
For sure, it would be at least 7 months of treatment.
7 months of treatment. 7 months of your preventative treatments. The visit would be free through crewhealth.org with Eric Suarez. The first person that can give me and Eric the 3 types of masks. The 3 types of masks. So categories. So basically we have blank, blank, and blank. So the first person that can type in these comments the 3 types of masks out there is going to be the winner. So we're going to pause and we're going to wait.
Yay, let's see what we got.
Okay. No, back away.
Pup mask. Oh.
No, Kyle. No. The mask for protection. Like we have blank, blank, and blank. Josh Ryan, are you currently on PrEP? If you are currently on PrEP, please do not answer this. So we have Josh Ryan, we have Matthew Scott, we have John Porco, we have London Dumore. Okay, so I'm going to write these names really quick. So we have Josh Ryan, Matthew T. Scott, John Porco, London. Okay, Josh Ryan's already on there. If you are currently on PrEP, please say answer retracted. A puppet protects me from. All right. So Scott, John Porco, and London Dumore. These 3 people have replied.
And they have some really good answers.
They do. They hit them on the answer retracted. London retracted. Matthew Scott and John Porco, are you currently on a Preventative Care Act of PrEP? Please retracted. Give it to someone else. Matthew is there. Okay, so we're down to John Porco. John Porco.
Looks like we got a winner.
She is not on PrEP. And I will say this, she is my roommate, but she did not know this question because she even said, can I answer? And I'm like, yes, bitch, you can answer. And I am on her ass all the time about getting onto PrEP because she's a fucking whore. So, hey, she is a whore with bad tendencies.
Well, bad tendencies or not, we will be very happy to protect you with PrEP. And if other tendencies come up, we'll take care of those as well.
So listen, anybody out there that acts like her, I really don't shade you at all. I actually am not good for that. I just have to make fun of her because she's a bitch. Just saying. She's my roommate, so I have to give her hell. She's my roommate until July 1st. She was supposed to be here for 3 months. She moved in November of 2018. She said, well, I'll be here till April or May. Or, I'm sorry, March or April of 2019. Where are we? for April of 2020. She's still here. I gave her a date. I said, July 1st, you got to be out. So I'm just a mean bitch to her every single day.
Stay forever.
Oh, man. Oh, she moves out quicker. I miss you at Glory Holes too, Matt. Oh, so you know Matt Scott? Oh, okay. So that is the first one. So John Porco, Eric, what does John have to do? Does he have to reach out to you via social media?
We'll definitely reach out to him through social media and see how we can get him taken care of.
Okay. So you ever?
Are you give something away too?
I'm sorry?
Are you giving a giveaway too?
I am giving a giveaway, but I have to think of the question. I have to think of the question. Okay. So you will remember this because I've said it in the beginning, I said it at the end, and this has nothing COVID related. Who made my ears, my bow tie, and my paws? I need their name. I need their name. Let's see if anybody remembered it, because I've said it like 4 times. I've said their name 4 times. London Demore, yes, mama. You said Horace Adonis, yes, mama. Horace and so London and Jaden. So you both said it. London said it first, and Kyle says a person. Bitch, I'm done with you. Jenna Shields, that is my cousin. Thank you. So you want to know what? Because I am a loving, caring person, and I'm not an evil bitch like somebody says, I am going to send, so I need both of you to message me your addresses. I'm going to send you one of my fans. Yes, bitch. So you can stay cool during the summer breeze. I am going to send you one of my fans. So, London Dumore and Jaden Rivera, you get a fan, a Beyonce Fair fan. Yes, bitch. Yes, let's give a huge round of applause for John Porco, London Dumore, and Jaden Rivera. Let's give a huge bunch of hearts for them for winning today's giveaway.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Bunch of hearts. Who else has entered up in here? Yes, now I can have my fan in one hand and yours in the other. Now I can have my fan in one hand. Yes, bitch, you could go like katana and shit like that, right? Hey. Let's see, do we have any other questions in here? So, let's go really quick back. I just want to go back here. Answered retraction. Oops. Retraction, give it to someone else. Of course, I miss my glory holes. I miss you at the glory holes too, Matt. Is John the winner? Well, so probably
a lot of glory fans.
Bitch, all of a sudden we've become like ChristianMingle.com up in here.
Apparently.
Chadwick Thomas says throwing her out in the COVID crisis. Absolutely. I'll send her with some Dial soap and a washcloth. Kyle says, hello, my coworker needs something. I'm reading her text and she needs a glass of water or something. She's thirsty. John Porco says, I'm heartless. I'm not heartless. I'm just truthful. For prep, you can schedule an appointment at crewhealth.org. Horace Adonis. Hello, Dan Abernathy. Yes, mama. She's based out of, I think, Arkansas or Kentucky. Really stop. Jaden, we love you. Kyle, what are a person? Kyle, bitch, done. Jenna Shields, my cousin. She says she loves this look. Meow. Woof, really. Horace, Matthew, Tyler, Mark Stone. Hello, Tyler. Josh Ryan, yes. Where are we going? We're watching from... Tammy Lucas Baguette is watching from JFK Airport.
Oh, wow.
She is a flight attendant for JetBlue. Let's give her a huge round of applause and a heart for taking on literally the risk every day of flying with all of this going on. Let's give her a huge round of applause. Bunch of hearts for Miss Tammy, please. Jaden says he has a quick question.
Oh, let's do it.
I'm gonna get you. Jada has a question. Love y'all. Hello, Edward Scott. Just want to thank you guys for putting this out there. Education and entertainment all in one. You are very, very welcome, Thomas, Athen Jr., Mama Ashley, Ethan Suarez says, girl, Ethan and Eric. Oh, God. I thought you were texting me a message last night, and it was him. And I replied back. I was like, I'm playing with StreamYard right now. And it was him. And he's probably like, that's what are you talking about?
That happens a lot, actually.
Give her some hand sanitizer too. Amazing information. Hey, Mama Ashley Rose. Hey, Mama Ashley Rose. She owns the Rose Dynasty pageant that Crew Health was also a presenting sponsor for. All right. So Jada Rivera has a question. Should we focus on... Oh, why won't this see more? Shit. There we go. Should we focus on calling it COVID-19 more so than coronavirus? Since apparently coronavirus has been around for a while now. COVID-19 is a mutation of corona? No. It's like comparing HIV to AIDS, which is a mutation of HIV. At least that's what I tried to explain to my mom. So should we be calling it COVID-19 versus coronavirus?
So first, let's clarify the HIV/AIDS thing. So HIV and AIDS are actually the exact same virus. They're not different viruses at all. The difference is the different staging of the virus. So when a CD4 count drops below 200, or you have AIDS-defining characteristics, that's when the name of HIV changes to AIDS, right? But they're one and the same virus. So the same is actually true about COVID-19 and coronavirus. Although with COVID, I feel that your comment is absolutely correct, right? In that it's definitely, coronavirus is a family versus HIV is specific. So you're right. I think COVID-19 is more specific and we should definitely use that name more often.
COVID-19. So yeah. Basically, whenever we're referring to the current pandemic, we should be saying COVID-19 versus coronavirus.
Right. So like COVID-19, so the CO for COVID, right, is coronavirus, right? VI or corona, it's VI, it stands for virus, D stands for disease, and 19 is the variation of, or the year discovered.
Gotcha. Okay. So let's see. Anthony Morris is watching. Hello, Anthony Morris. Kara Sparks. She is another stylist. Actually in this area that is currently shut down as well. Jenna Shields says it's SARS-CoV-2. Jennifer, what do you mean it's SARS-CoV-2?
I wonder what she meant.
We're going to do a Q&A for the next 15 minutes. Is that good with you, Eric? And then we'll go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'll try my book fast because my book fast is popping. Girl, listen. If you are ever looking in a mirror and try to do this backwards, it's confusing. Or in a camera, it's a little confusing. All right. So Jenna, Jenna Shields, are you still in here? My cousin, are you still in here? If you said it's SARS-CoV-2, what do you mean it's SARS-CoV-2? And then Jennifer Aguziak, she is the bakery manager at my local Publix, and she's also a friend of mine first, but she just got transferred over to my Publix, and Dan was in there the other day, and she's like, Dan, what are you doing here? You know, because Dan lives in St. Pete, so he's like 2 hours from. But girl, we've been living this whole like domestic partnership realness life right now, and Mama, she's getting lots of sex, like a minimum of 4 days a week. I'm loving it. Let's give a bunch of hearts for me having a lot of sex.
Right. I feel like some people complain that they don't get enough, so this is a really great opportunity for that.
So listen, Yadira Kuma. Oh, hey D, yes, Mama. Oh God, I love me some Yadira Kuma. She's D. Her and I used to work on another hairdressing team way back in the day. So okay, so Jenna didn't ask back, so good to know. Oh, It's severe acute respiratory syndrome, coronavirus 19.
Actually, Berante, I need to get going. I have some patients that are calling in.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get rid of Eric from crewhealth.org. Can
Sorry,
we love a bunch of hearts? Let's give him a big, huge round of applause. Thank you so much, Eric Suarez. I'm going to stay on for just a few more minutes.
Go for it.
I'm going to take him out of here. But we will be back next Thursday, which is April 16th, 2 p.m. on Instagram, 3 p.m. on Facebook Live. And next week's subject is Homo Alone. So you definitely want to make sure that you're here. Homo Alone, we're going to be talking about weight gain, routines, hair, skincare, and health. So, yes, make sure that you tune in next Thursday, April 16th, with myself, Berance Bear, the National Bearded Empress Emeritus, Pense, and our amazing APRN/XYZ, blah, 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 all those other letters that's underneath this. Eric Suarez of crewhealth.org. Remember, crewhealth.org does teleservices nationwide. Am I correct?
We do.
Nationwide. So if you are looking for a healthcare system that has the ability to give you amazing, phenomenal healthcare for the LGBTQ plus community, not only just for the LGBTQ plus, anybody can go, but it is a LGBT ran company. So, sorry, LGBTQ plus ran company. So make sure that you pop on over to crewhealth.org and you can contact them for any of your health needs.
Bye, Josh.
So thank you so much, Eric, for being here. Everybody, I'm going to stay on just a few more minutes. Thank you, Eric.
Be safe out there.
You too.
Bye.
Okay. Why, hello, everybody. It's Berance Bear here. We just got off of the telly, whatever the hell you want to call this, with Eric Suarez, of crewhealth.org. You know, I am loving the fact that crewhealth.org has really stepped up and just given the information that we are all looking for. They are honestly, they are an amazing healthcare providing system. They're based out of Orlando, Florida. And the amount of support that they give to the community is ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous. Every single pageant, every single competition, their name is a presenting sponsor. In the past year that I have been dealing with them, I've done the photo shoot with them, where you will actually see it was supposed to be launched, but with this whole little pandemic thing, it didn't happen. We were supposed to be doing a prep rally on April 10th at Stonewall in Orlando, where they were going to have testing capabilities, but it was me and the clown, and it was don't clown around with your health. So they're an amazing company. So if you're looking for some fantastic healthcare, head on over to crewhealth.org. Again, they do teleservices nationwide, so you have the ability to get your healthcare needs while you're stuck at home. Hello. So how's everybody doing out there? Can we get a bunch of hearts and loves and kisses and all of that other good stuff? Are we able to do that? I see that there's several people still in the room. Hello, Kevin Kent. All the way down. Oh, Mama Ashley Rose says a huge. Christopher Gavilan, you are very, very welcome. We wanted to make sure that people got their information out there. Josh Ryan says, Mr. Bearbust approved. Yes, Mr. Bearbust. You gotta love Bearbust. It's in October at the Parliament House. Excuse me, again, allergies, not COVID. So let's just say, you know, Mr. Bearbust approved. I don't need any more approval. I'm leaving. Just kidding. Still here. Ken Murray, hello. Oh, Karen Murray, sorry. Hello, Karen. Chadwick Thomas, who is the office manager. What do you do for Crew Health? Like you're like the horse of many different colors that has a bunch of different jobs. But Chad Thomas, who is part of the crew health team, just informed us that they also have Saturday hours. So if you are an essential business, he is the chief operating officer. Oh, she's a COO. She has the official title. She thinks she's somebody. Come on, Xavier. Come on, Professor Xavier. Yes. She's a COO. Don't fuck with me, fellas. I'm the COO of this company. But anyways, so yes, he just informed us that they have Saturday hours. Michelle Bone Woods, the owner of National Bearded Empress, says, absolutely love crew health. Yes, we do. Well done, live feed, darling. Very informative. Thank you so much, Mark. We hope that you guys are staying safe up there in South Carolina. Please, you and Kyle, please send dick pics, nude pics if you want. I am married, but I'm not dead. Sending a huge pile of hearts to everyone in here and all healthcare workers. Peace and love to all. You know, so Matt DJ Loverboy Nelson, I want to do a huge shout out right now because you did bring that up. Please, if everybody in this room could give a bunch of hearts, a bunch of claps, a bunch of thumbs up, a bunch of whatever you want to do to everybody on the front lines, healthcare workers, EMT, police, fire department, our essential businesses that are still running. Let's give them a bunch of hearts because listen, these people are the ones that are saving our lives and putting their lives in danger. So, okay, let's see. Chief is sending a huge pile of love. Kevin Terrell is cooler than me. Yeah, he is. Just saying. Because Chad, I know some tea. Remember secrets. Just kidding. Mama Ashley Rose, hold on, I've got to click this. How you doing not working? I know it's been a haunting stop for me. I have been able to catch up on what I see. So, you know, I'm a stylist and I have my own private suite. And honestly, like Thursday at midnight, like Friday I woke up, I was like, oh, it's kind of nice not going to work today. Excuse me, I just burped. Then Saturday I was like, okay, it's like a long weekend. Sunday was my birthday. Sunday was a rough day for me. Literally, like, I feel bad for Dan because he woke me up, or I woke up to go to the bathroom and I made, you know, a joke, and then he made a comment back to the joke, and I got pissed. And Sunday was actually a really hard day for me in the beginning, just because, like, literally when I woke up, the first voice I heard was my mother wishing me a happy birthday. Like, literally every birthday she called me, and she was almost like the first person that I had a voicemail or a call from. But it was okay. Like, you know, I laid in bed, I cried. Dan came in there, he held me, and he was like, babe, it's okay, you know, da, da, da. So, but not to bring the room down, because then the rest of the day was fantastic. Like, I had my moment. She patted her eyes, she blew her nose, tracked up a lung. She was good to go. But, you know, not being in the salon is hard. Because, like, I'll tell you right now, like, I love what I do, and I never wake up saying, oh, I have to go to work. I wake up going, let's go do this. Yes! And now that I can't, it's like, I love my clients. Like, my clients are my people. My clients are the ones that, like, know more about me than most people. And I know more about them than most people. So it's a tiny little hard. It's a little bit hard. But you want to know what? They've texted me, they've emailed me, they've been like, I hope you're doing well, we're waiting for you, and everything like that. So, you know, it's been good. I've been sleeping a lot more and I've gained some weight. So I'm trying to, like, bulk up on the veggies and get off the carbs. But yeah, we see how that's doing with this cocktail. Adrian Pardon, Mr. and Mrs. Adrian is in the room. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Adrian. All right, let's see. Angie Meredith, my other cousin. Hello, Miss Angie. How are you doing, love? Thank you, Jenna, for saying she's always with me. She actually technically is, because she's over there in her urn on the shelf. I walk by every morning. I'm like, hey, girl, what's up? It's so hard not being in the salon. I miss my clients. Right, Mark? It's hard. It's hard. Edward Scott, I'm trying to... Can we do a pass the brush with bearded queens? It's the TikTok challenge where queens do makeup transformation, passing the brush to each other, I think. Actually, Edward Scott, just to let you know, there is something in the works. Just be on the lookout. Just saying. Just be on the watch. Well, I've somehow lost weight. Mark, you can leave this thread right now. She somehow has lost weight. Oh, it's because you go running every day. Like, we were sitting there at Roy's Hideaway. All right, let me give you the tea. Roy's Hideaway in Georgia, fantastic campground, amazing, stunning, beautiful, everything. It is in the middle of nowhere, just a little FYI, but it is amazing. Like, the people there are ridiculous. Every time I go there, like, the people there, like, bring food for me to, like, eat. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. And, like, they're just super, super nice. They're super, super friendly. Roy's Hideaway up in Collins, Georgia. But the first time I met Mark face to face, we all pull up. It was myself, Tora Hyman, Dan, my man, and Tora's bitch, Charlie Cook, right? We pull up and we walk in. Mark's already been there all day. And I'm like, hey girl, how you doing? And we're all kiki and kicking. And she's like, yeah, I've got to wake up at like 7. I have to go run. Run? All right, girl, run. You go run, bitch. Go on, Forrest. Come on now. Because listen, the only thing I'm running for is from the zombie apocalypse and one day president. Just say. Jenna, I look thinner. Thanks. It's the contour. Because she's not. But thanks. Thanks, cuz. Just let me know. I want to be involved. Happy belated birthday. Edward, do me a favor and message me, please. Send me a message on Facebook. So, now that Eric is gone, let's talk about how cute, adorable Eric is. Isn't he adorable? Can I get some hearts for how cute he is? Hearts and loves for Eric Suarez of crewhealth.org. Yes. But anyways, so I am going to head on out here. Make sure, John Porco, that you reach out to Eric Suarez to get your meeting with them and also your 7 months of prep, because God knows you're going to need it. And then Jenna Rivera and Lennon Dumore, please message me your address so I can get these fans mailed to you. Okay, I have to say that wig is beautiful. It looks so soft and natural. It's a real hair. Jenna, it is not real hair. Carlos Armetros down in Miami made it for me. It's just a natural little, just a little something. It's coming out of my hair. It's coming out of my wigs. Yes, yes. But anyways, so I'm going to head on out of here. I've been speaking since 2 p.m. because 2 o'clock was our Instagram live. 3 o'clock was our Facebook live. She started with a cocktail at 2. She's ending with a cocktail at 4:30, and she's made it twice. She's feeling good about herself, and she's hungry. So anyways, remember, everybody, wash your hands, wear your mask. Hand sanitizer only works if you rub for 20 seconds. You can have Alexa sing to you for 20 seconds if you need to. Remember, there's only a couple of essential oils that are proven to be antimicrobial assistants. Your alcohol needs to be above 70%, and just be good to one another. Just be good to one another. And remember, when things get back a little bit more back to normal, support your entertainers, bartenders, DJs, stylists, your local stylists, and some stylists even have, like, right now, they have a thing to where you can call them and they have hair products on them and they can actually send you shampoos, conditioners, and styling products. So just reach out to them and don't touch your own hair. Don't color your own hair. Do not cut your own hair. Don't try to do your own highlights, because I guarantee you it's going to cost you more in the long run. So this is Bear On Say Bear Out. You can catch us next Thursday with Sass Science, which is April 16th for the episode's name is Homo Alone. Catch us at 2 p.m. on Instagram or 3 p.m. here on Facebook. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Mwah. We love you all, and stay safe. Bye.